Welcome back to Kingdoms and Castles. I almost said Kingdoms and Dragons. Not the game, though I think there is a game which is called that. I have been trying to stem the bleeding of the plague. Um, Thankfully, it has been rather easy considering it. I figured out that it was just hospitals were my problem. Um, so whenever a plague outbreak would go, uh, yeah. I think I might actually need a marketplace. Yeah, I might actually need like two small marketplaces here. Also, yeah, we're getting attacked by dragons a lot. That's something I wish these dragons would do is fight other dragons. It would make a lot of sense. So yeah, we are dealing with a lot. Also, we finally have income again. However small it might be. Also, yeah, the Dragon Force doing perfectly. Now, I do remember that there is a tactic that I can use to really control where these Vikings spawns. Where these Vikings do spawn, and it's kind of cheeky, and I'm only going to do it to one area, just to show you how it works. No, no, it doesn't let me. Oh, whoever made the shallow mod fixed it. Hooray! But yeah, with the shallow mod, you can kind of limit where the Vikings can spawn. Also, I am going to need these fishing huts. Because we have been very, very slowly running out of fish. Pork has been slightly less of a problem, but still kind of a problem. Who'd have thought? Dragons eat a lot. Okay. Yeah, we're fine. But yeah, I think we're actually doing kind of good now. Yeah, yeah, okay, we're back down to 8 peasants dying. Okay, so the bodies should be very slowly, so the graveyards should be able to keep up now. Because, yeah, we'll have the death waves, but they should be solvable. It shouldn't be too horrifyingly bad when we have a death wave. But yeah, making money. We are probably going to need a market. Oh no, I already have a market. Okay. Oh, it's not actually a better market, is it? It's just a market. Okay. Okay, right. Something I've noticed is that dragons are starting to go for this area now, so I kind of need to start construction on the wall. Yeah. Which means cutting down all of this. Oh. Like ants. Okay, Vikings. Oh boy. Yeah. I just love when that happens. so funny. It's so funny to me. I'm just like, yep, and now everyone's dead. But yeah, I've kind of needed to start using those fishing huts again. Just give my fishing industry some options. Should also probably do it to here as well, just to get that being taken up at the very least. Yeah, at this point, I'm kind of using all I got now, which is perfectly fine. Also, I have fully plumbed up all the dragons. And yes, this is as many dragons I'm going to have, because now I have upwards of like 40. I think I have around like 50 now. A capacity of like 70, if there are babies in every single one of them. But yes. Yeah. So yeah, this episode is probably just mostly going to be wall building. Which I could, in honesty, probably do this off camera, but you guys totally want to see that, right? That's my excuse of forcing you guys to sit here and watch me do all this. Yeah, now that I've kind of fixed the plague issue, which it should be relatively fixed now. I just happen to forget that hospitals are required for everywhere. It's not just like one building. But yeah, we should be fine now on that front. Well, I say that, but we're still having body problems. Oh crap. Oh Christ. Oh jeez. The ballistas, they don't work. Yeah, okay. I'm going to need, like, something else. Well, I'm actually going to keep the ballistas, but I think I'm going to add on to their firepower of just archery towers. Because this is why I use archery towers. They just do more consistency of damage compared to the ballistas, which do next to nothing total. They don't actually do what they should do. I don't know why that is, but with me getting rid of all these ballista towers, we'll probably be a lot better off. Just in general. Because, yeah, we're starting to get like a death toll from the dragon attacks. Which is funny to me. Considering that you would think that people would know what to do when they see a dragon. Considering we literally have like 40 of them in our area, like, at this very moment. But the unfortunate truth... Oh, hey. Oh no, the dragons! Ooh. Oh, yep, there comes the fire brigade. You think when they say fire brigade, they mean like the people who put out fires. No, these guys start them. Okay, right. This guy came here, might as well use him. I don't actually need to use him, but I wanted to buy this and that. Along with some of the charcoal. And I'll buy the wheat. I don't need to, but yeah, I just wanted to do that. And then... But I keep on forgetting that I do have the ability to sell to him. Why am I so bad on fruit? It's almost like no one's getting the fruit. Like, everyone can buy fruit. Go buy the fruit. Oh, it's over here. You know what? Yeah, I'm actually going to fix that problem by putting one of these and one of the other one. Because if I do that, then there will actually be like a fruit storage there that they can take from. That might help the problem slightly. Yeah, there we go. That will probably help the situation a little bit. Well, at the very least, mean that there's like a supply that can stay here. So, wait a minute, what's this? Oh my god, some dude's house got burned down. Oops. Yeah, it's like my house is burned down, guys. It's like, don't worry, the king will deal with it. 5 months later, hey, the king dealt with it. Congratulations. Now, there is actually something I'm going to do here, and I don't really want to do this, but I feel like it kind of might be necessary, at least to a degree. Where are my archers? Come over here, guys. We got another forest to deal with. What's going on over here? How are you guys starving? You're literally like 10 feet from the farms. If you really need food that back, go get them. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna make a nice little bridge all the way over to the farms. Literally no reason for me to do this, but I like the idea of this them walking across this like death bridge. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Kill them. Kill them with fire. I mean, they're immune to fire, but kill them. Now, whenever a dragon does attack, we usually do end up getting like a weird mix of results. Yeah, we're starting to get... Our taverns are too crowded. Oh no! Here, have more taverns. There. Oh. Oh. Oh, yeah. Hey, look! A bunch of... Yeah, this is just a stream of people who just gave up. They're like, fuck this. They have a literal Air Force worth of dragons. I ain't bothering with that. Okay, right. Now, I'm not really into wanting to do this. This is kind of more so out of like the necessity for space for people. Because I need income rather badly. Also, I just need like basic defense now. Which reminds me, I'm going to have to start putting more archery towers down. Because it's starting to get pretty clear that we kind of need them. Like, we just don't have enough DPS to deal with a boatload of dragons. Which, honestly, is understandable, considering how poorly the enemy does against my horde of absolute boatloads of dragons. But yeah, I need this more archery towers. Like, I don't really know how many of these I can really build. But I hope I can eventually get this wall filled up. Because this is where they seem to like kind of coming from. I mean, at the very least, the plague isn't bothering us all that much anymore. It's mostly just the corpses that are kind of screwing us over. Oh, okay. Yeah, building while paused is much quicker. Okay, right. Now, we should be fine to supply all of these guys with money. But yeah, that just basically means that this wall is completely defended now. Yeah. I don't really feel good about the wall at the very moment. Just because it's currently at this very moment kind of a fragile sort of, like a fragile affair. Um, Now, this is fine. I don't mind having that there. But I kind of want like to have another one here, just for design's sake, I guess. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Yeah, okay. So we're actually expanding rapidly now. This series might actually be over sooner than I thought. I mean, probably not, actually, considering I'm going to have to use this area for something, which I might... I already have an idea for what I'm going to use here. I think I'm just going to use it for more housing, which means I could actually probably just get rid of all this. Just pop that, and then just take more land here, and thus use what remains as like a buffer. So I'm going to leave that there. And have a stone gate here and here for this one fisherman. And then... so I'm going to have to get rid of this. Right. So then we end up having this relatively long wall here. It's probably the longest wall that we're going to have. Oh, nice. It did perfectly. Okay, right. Building everything. Oh, no, more dragons. Ah, okay, thankfully these guys actually did a lot better than the other side. Oh. I don't know how much was damaged, but it's really quite a lot of it. We did this just to... yeah. Doing that doesn't really change anything, it just kind of helps. Oh, it wasn't as good as I thought, because it wasn't actually the right spot. Oh. Yeah, I might leave this area exactly for this purpose. Just have this area just be like a death zone. Teach those Vikings who's boss. Though honestly, at this point, I kind of feel bad because probably like a couple hundred, maybe a couple thousand Vikings live here now. I feel like they didn't really have a choice in that, did they? I feel like they really wouldn't have had a choice. Like, just kind of true. I'm gonna have, like, a gate here. And this is kind of like the entrance to the island, I would imagine. I really do have a very large kingdom. Almost up to 8,000 people, though. And I still have this entire chunk to do with. Which I'm definitely going to be using all of this. At some point. Though, right now... 50-50 on actually how much I'm actually going to use. that for? Alright, let me get this wall up to snuff. Okay. Well, I'm kind of just sitting here. Uh, uh, okay. Right. Sorry about the sudden silence for a solid few seconds. I was cleaning out my video folder before my recording software decided, hey, you don't have enough space, even though you do. Which I definitely have enough space. It's not the leading cause of failure here. It's just my own incompetence. Now, something like I do want people to, if anybody watches this, say hello. If you get to this point, that is, if you even make it to this episode. If you have an idea for like a kingdom name, put it in the comments. If I like it, if it's up for like an option, I will favorite it or heart it or whatever that thing that I can do is for commenters and stuffs. Okay, I need this not to be moving. This is actually starting to interfere here. Oh, jeez. Well, thankfully, since it's kind of done with all of its calculations now, alright, okay. This is a very long and painstaking process. But it will definitely be worth it. Oops. Nice. Getting the wall up to like a proper like standard, I guess you could call it. It's definitely a priority. At the very least, this standard. Nice. that's that. Now we do it for this length. Oop. And we do it with this length. Oop. And we do it for this length. I am now out of stone. Nice. The armies of people building up a wall for the Mordor. Honestly, at this point, I think my wall is better than Mordor. Because with all my dragons, there's no way Cylon, or whatever the fuck his name is from The Hobbit, is going to get through these places. It's The Hobbit, right? Or, oh no, it might be the Lord of... Well, they're the same universe. You can't blame me for combining the two. They're practically the same. As I anger all of the Lord of the Ring fans and all of the... whatever that... the Hobbits. Yeah, they are the same, aren't they? I'm pretty sure they are. There's like references about each of them, and like, I might have to figure out where I can watch this too again and see how wrong I am. Because as I'm saying that, I am like disagreeing with myself. Yeah, more dead bodies and all that. Yeah. Oh, I am not making that much money. Not yet, anyways. I need my own graveyard over here. I already do, but I feel like I might need more. Is big problem. Like just having more is probably in this situation. And then just casually expanding. Expanding. All I'm doing is expanding. I wonder. Oh, yeah, I could. I could just do this and make a garden. Which will help everybody realize how not endangered they are in every second of every day. Now, how bad is my food situation? Actually, we're doing just fine, other than on... Wait, really? Pork? I mean, okay, I guess. I can get more butchers down, I suppose. Extend the amount that I have by as much as I can. But honestly, it's not shocking that I'm running low on those. Considering I'm, like, having dragon problem. Like, I'm feeding, like, 1 billion different dragons. It's actually not, shocking in any way whatsoever that I am... I'm just gonna put this here. I'm not gonna be using that road yet, but... it doesn't hurt, I guess. Swineherd. Oh, that is disappointing. Okay, right, well... I don't know why I said that's disappointing. This is literally exactly what I was trying to do, so... Yeah, we're definitely going to need these. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make more. Of all of this. Okay. This won't help all that much other than with the bits it does help with. Eaten by dragons, which is mostly the fish stuff. Which honestly, I should probably make a lot of like fisheries, which I'm going to put. Oh geez, I'm going to put these here and just place down a boatload of fishmongers. I feel like that's a bit more important. Because we are having this weird, like, food issue. Despite us not having a food issue. But the good news is our dragon murdering capabilities is skyrocketing. And then I'm gonna want very that should be mostly enough archers, except on like this wall here. You're actually fighting with a lot of force now. But they actually aren't like doing like damage. Nothing over there got like destroyed. Just not much. Let's see, I'm gonna eventually fill that up. Oh boy. Right. I don't really... Yeah, I think right now we're just kind of on this weird stable and decline, but yet we're not like losing anything. It's weird. I'm going to add a few bakeries just to extend the amount of bread I have. Just in a weird fashion. Because if I can like produce extra bread, I guess, would actually probably help more. Fish I'm not having a problem with right now. Despite what it looks like. How many fish do you need? 30, jeez. Yeah, I'm gonna have to place down a few fishing huts just here and like here-ish. While I am doing that, I am going to need to grab these fine fellows and rush them over here to kill everything in sight. Time to kill everything with the pulse. Mostly these guys. No peasants died from the plague. Oh, that's kind of nice. Oh, these guys. Well, I am gonna keep them there, just because at this point, why not? Doesn't hurt. Right. So yeah, pork and fish are going to be skyrocketing. Now it is wheat that I'm worrying about. But these should be making me more, right? Oh, these have to be near heads of households. Oh. So if I were to put these here, some of these right here, I'll probably do a lot more. I'll also do this. Okay. Oh, so I'm going to do this. Actually fill in this little bit of area here. And also this area. I feel like we have enough area at the very least to help. Yeah, we seem to be going up again. Though not with the wheat thing. With the wheat thing, I'm going to place 2 of these here and give them wheat seeds. Just those 2 there. Then I'm going to put a bakery here and here. I would assume this helps. A bunch of people have taken ill, and why? I have a hospital right here. No way, I need another. I'll put down more. Here, have these 2. I don't know why that. I don't know why that was so terrible. But yeah, okay. Right. I'm going to end this episode here. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.